I'm going to show you the exact Premiere Pro workflow to generate captions fast, style them so they're readable on a phone, animate them cleanly, and turn them into a repeatable system. Cleaner captions equals better attention equals more reach equals more views. So let's build the system. I have my clip in my timeline. I'm going to select the timeline, I'm going to select my clip, and we're going to need to open up the text panel. So we need to go to Window and scroll down to Text. Now with your clips or clips highlighted or your sequence highlighted in the text panel, go to the transcript tab and click transcribe. Go to the captions tab and click create captions from transcript. Click on the caption preferences, and I like to set the maximum length for characters to 7. The minimum duration in seconds I'll normally set to about 1.5, and lines I'll set to single. If you click the 3 buttons, we can save this as a settings preset. So I'm going to name this vertical captions 01. I'm going to select create captions. You should now see captions on a subtitle track in the timeline. Select all your captions, then go to the properties panel. Change alignment so the text is centered. So I'm going to click this button here, and I'm going to click this button here to make sure my texts are in all capitals. Then scroll down and I'm going to uncheck shadow. Then click on stroke. I'm going to make the stroke black and then set the pixel width to 8. Then scroll up. I'm going to change the font to Montserrat, extra bold, and change the font size to 75. Nice and viewable, especially for vertical content. Now we can save this as a reusable style. On track styles, click the plus button right over here, then click on create style. Give it a name. I'm going to call this text style 01 to be simple. You have 2 options. You can save it on your current projects, and you can save it into your local styles to use over and over again in different edits or projects. Pretty handy and useful. Click OK. The text style has been saved into our projects folder, and if you want to use this font style, click and drag the text style onto any text layer or captions layer and it will change it. I've created 20 plus of these text styles to replicate the font style that Mr. Beast uses, Alex Hormozy uses, and the most viral text styles used on TikTok and IG Reels. Just so we're clear, this pack is for vertical 9:16 content only. You can use it for 16:9 content, but you'll need to change the positioning and the anchor point of the preset animations. The link is in the description below. Next, I'm going to create another captions track as a backup. So right click in the track and select add new track, click OK, then select all the captions, then hold Alt, click and drag up to duplicate them in the layer above. I always do this just so we have a backup of subtitles in case for whatever reason anything goes wrong. Then I'm going to disable the track by pressing this eye icon and lock the track as well so it's not affected when we make our changes. Next, in order to animate our captions, we have to turn them into text layers. So select all captions and go to the graphics and titles window and select upgrade caption to graphic. Now our captions have been changed into layers so we can freely animate them. I'm going to create a nice and simple text pop-in animation. So I'm going to select the first text layer, then go into the effects panel and type in transform. And in the transform folder under video effects, click and drag the transform effect into the effects control panel. This is important or you won't see your animation work. Make sure the transform effect is above the text effect in the effects control panel. Then I'm going to make sure my playhead is at the beginning of the layer, resting on the first frame. Then I'm going to set my first keyframe by pressing this stopwatch button and setting the scale to 65. I'm going to go along 2 frames, 1, 2, and add another keyframe by setting the scale to 115. Then go along another 2 keyframes, 1, 2, and click on this reset button to set the scale back to 100 and add our last keyframe. Now to make the animation more natural, I'm going to add some motion blur by setting the shutter angle to 360. Now we have this simple pop-in animation. Nice. Next, I'm going to add the animation to the rest of the subtitles. It's pretty simple. Select the transform effect and copy it by pressing Ctrl C or Command C if you're on Mac. Then select the remaining text layers and press Ctrl V or Command V to paste the effect on all the clips. Now as you can see, the pop-in animation we just created has been added to all the subtitles. If you want to save this text animation as a preset without rebuilding this over and over again, right click the transform effect and select save preset. I'm going to call this small pop-in. Now I'm going to set this to anchor to endpoint, then click OK, and you should now see the small pop-in preset in your presets folder. Next, if you want to move the subtitles to another position or increase and decrease the scale without messing up the anchor point of your text animations, what I suggest you do is nest all the text layers. So I'm going to select all the subtitles, right click on it, and select nest. I'm going to call this subtitles 01. Now we have created a nested clip. If I select motion in the effects control tab while the clip is highlighted, or just click on the program monitor, we can now 3D move the nested text layers without affecting the text animations. So we can increase and decrease the scale of the subtitles and move it to another position without it affecting any of the text animations, as you can see in the program monitor. And if you want the same result, but you'd rather not build it from scratch every single time, my Viral Captions pack gives you 25 built animated styles made for shorts, reels, and YouTube. Now go open Premiere, fix your captions, and see your watch time go up. My name's Jermaine. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.